What's up, YouTube? I haven't made a video in a while, and it's honestly because I've been lazy. But I am about to do the gears in this 2007 Tacoma Prerunner. It is the 2.7 liter manual 5-speed. Well, I gotta figure this out. There it is. And I went with ECGS gearing and bought just the third member so I didn't have to do all the lining of the ring and pinion and whatnot, or the ring and pinion depth, and because I don't have the tools for it. So I went with ECGS gearing, ordered it through them. This is the third member that came in. Pretty decent gear pattern. That's reverse, and then the forward gear pattern on it. Everything looks good. The third members are painted when they come in, and their packaging, this thing was like in 3 different boxes. It was kind of hard to get out, but the package good. And I was thinking about doing an unboxing video, but that's a whole nother thing, and I'm excited to get these in because I am tired of driving this slow Tacoma. Especially it being the manual, you really notice it when you shift the 5th gear. Like the automatics, they'll shift down for you, and a lot of people don't even know that their gearing sucks in their truck, especially when they put bigger tires on it. So I went with the 4.88s, and I'll do a review after it's done. I'll let you know what I think of them, and especially I haven't seen any 4-cylinder re-gearing. This being the 2.7 liter, it don't have no get up and go, and it will, if I hit a hill on the highway, like driving 75, it'll still bog. It drives me nuts. I have to downshift to climb a freaking hill on the highway. But it's got 31.5s on it right now. I want to go to 33s. If the 33s are really good, I might swap up to 35s and really trick the truck out. But it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty high RPMs at first, I believe, with 31.5s and 4.88 gears in it. But this is the cheap 31.5s that you get from the dealership, the little passenger tires. They're gonna wear out on me here soon, so I'll have to get new tires, and I believe the 33s will look way better on it. So going 4.88s. Everyone that I've seen on doing the third member swaps, they will stretch the brake lines, and brakes are really easy to flush. So, I mean, not flush, but to bleed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my brake lines off and then pull the axles all the way out, or that way I'm not putting any extra stress on the seals and whatnot in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on it, and I'll let you know what I think of it when it's done. I have air tools. parking brake. Because I always forget to break the nuts loose before I start jacking it up. Okay. While the drive shaft bolts, those soak, I am going to go ahead and drain the diff fluid. And I've already loosened the fill. That looks extremely good. Huh. It is the next day, and I have the third member in. And O'Reilly's don't have, it had a gasket on it that wasn't like an RTV or Permatex or anything. It actually had a gasket on the stock third member, and O'Reilly's doesn't carry one. I don't know if you can get them from Toyota or not, and they're super paper thin. You can almost see through them. But I just went with Permatex, and I have the 4.88s in. Everyone leaving the brake lines on, I guess that helps support the axle, because the weight of the axle, the way I did it is I undid the brake lines and then just disconnected this parking brake bracket right here that's connected to the leaf spring. I just disconnected it, and that axle was sitting on the seal the whole time I was putting that in. I didn't feel comfortable with it because it was pretty heavy. I didn't have the wheels on, but the brake drum's pretty heavy, and a leak showed up, so now I have a wheel seal leak and I gotta fix it. But I will do that. Hopefully it'll make it to the 500-mile break-in period when you have to change the oil in the gear oil and the diff.
So I can do that there. I'll just drain the axle and then replace the seals while I'm doing that, and disconnect the parking brake so I can pull the axles all the way out. But this, it's not a huge difference. I mean, it is a huge difference. The truck drives great, but it's not what I was expecting. It still drives like a normal vehicle. It's not super torquey like you would think 488s, and that seems so low, but I mean that seems so high. But it's really, I mean, it's very comfortable. It's comfortable driving, and it's way more comfortable on the highway now. I'm still in the break-in period, so I gotta keep it easy on the skinny pedal. But they don't tell you like an RPM to stay under. They just say drive conservatively, and to use Lucas Oil 85 140 is their preferred break-in gear oil. And so far everything's good other than that wheel seal. It's just the driver's side, but I'll replace both whenever I get around to it. But I recommend them. I have the 2.7 liter, the 4-cylinder Tacoma with a 5-speed manual transmission. And first gear, I was worried about first gear. I was hoping it wouldn't be too high. But it's honestly not. It's pretty comfortable still. First gear still gets you about like 10 to 15 miles per hour without just wrapping the engine out. And I will do after the break-in period, I'll do a ride along drive with it. But yeah, it got dark yesterday, so I had to start grinding and had to put away the camera. I had to just get this finished up. I don't like mechanicking in the dark, and even though I have a lit garage underneath the truck, it's still dark. I'm still carrying a flashlight around with me. So I went ahead and slapped it all together today. Oh, by the way, the torque spec on the third member bolts is 18 foot-pounds, and the best I've seen for these 4 axle hub bolts or whatever they are, I've seen 50 foot-pounds, and I didn't have that completely at 50 foot-pounds when I first found the leak, so that could also contribute to the leak. There's a little gasket in there that's letting it seep out, so maybe torquing it all the way down to the correct torque spec will go ahead and make a better seal. But who knows? Either way, it still needs axle seals though on both sides. But yeah, I'm ready to get this 500 miles over with and see what she can do. But thanks for watching.